Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. This is episode 78 of the Showcase Showdown Challenge. Still at my side, I'm always happy to say, is my faithful companion, Mr. Hamish Sopwith. Hello to you, sir.
Hello.
23 was the gain from last time, which puts us at a dangerous 90. Ooh, this...
We shouldn't be allowed 90 Kodiak. Well, we should just give up. We should be allowed to go to 90.
This could be rather brutal. So let us... Ooh! I've just seen what the... Now, I'm going to offer this to you, Hamish. Now...
In fact, no, it's up to you, because I technically decided last time.
Oh, yes, you decided the no-roller last time, didn't you, for a couple of episodes back. I want to run this one.
Okay.
Vintage Prototype B, so for me it's the Ferrari 330 P4.
Oh, okay, yes.
And the touring cars, for me it's the BMW
Ooh.
Nürburgring Sprint.
Oh, that's gonna
be good, isn't it? I'm looking forward to this. Yep.
We love the shortened tracks. We so often they're easy to learn, they're quick flowing, especially a track like the Nürburgring. Both of us know it serves well.
And we happened to be talking about it in the last episode.
Yeah, we were.
Well.
Yeah.
I think it just cuts out the... it just cuts the... What does it cut out? Oh, it essentially cuts out the hairpin plus a few corners, I think. You still have the Mercedes Arena in the Sprint version.
Okay.
Just remember to turn right. It's so easy to go into normal Nürburgring.
We had Kodiak, if you remember, a classic race around this track. Was it classic? I think it was GT1 cars in WRC. We did that in the Mullenbach.
I had the Panos, I remember. That was amazing fun. But what are we going to run first? Let's run the touring cars first, because those prototypes are probably going to be harder work. Wrong one. Alright, so BMW, the only car I've ever won a race in. So I have a very soft spot for the 320. I'm not really very good with it in this game, to be honest, but I did manage to win a race in it. Right, hop on in.
The 320 Top Gear used a 320 in that.
They did.
Car 24. I'm sure.
Yeah, they did.
It was a 320.
It was
diesel.
Yes, that's right. And there was one other. Was there another 320 they were racing against? Or primarily
I think you're right, yeah. Oh, but now what do I do? It's either a Merc or BM. They're identical. This is probably the most evenly matched.
Oh, the touring car series that AOR did in between the current and previous GT3 series. I so wish I wanted to take part in it, but it was right. It was right in amongst the F1 Esports races, so I didn't want to sign up and only take part in half the races. But Andrex won the series just about in this car. In the wet, this thing is a god in class, but in the dry, it really struggles to keep pace. But Andrex is just he's incredible in the fixed setup leagues. By his own admission, he's very, very that's his words.
I'm sure he is, Kodiak. I'm sure he is. You're of course teammates with him for the
it was the Ginetta League.
The Ginetta League, which I remember watching and being quite jealous that I wasn't racing, because I was working evenings at that point, and I could only get back at like 8 o'clock, which is when the thing started.
Yeah. Mr. Van Ommen, he's I've commentated on him
what's
before.
Your sorry, Kodiak,
131.5.
Okay, 32.8, so pretty close.
Not too far apart, yeah. Right.
Also, different drivers, obviously. Stable setup is going to be fine for this. I'm surprised they're all straight fours. I thought they would be a C. Or a V6.
Yeah.
Yours is a straight, so they're all straight fours.
Oh, right. Where are you? Oh, you're a couple of businesses behind me. You're 27th, so we can just go, because we're behind where we need to be. 30 opponent. Oh, wrong one. Let's go. Love the noise of this car.
I do. I must admit, I think this A-Class sounds and looks cool.
Also, the BMW's rear-wheel drive, the rest of the class are front-wheel drive.
Yes.
That was how Andrex was able to dominate in the wet, because the weight balance was much more favourable for rear-wheel drive cars. Or that was that was the reasoning he gave. Oh my god, that's
wow. There's no ABS in this thing,
Nope.
and it brakes like an absolute master. It's incredible.
What did you run with again?
The VA class. Oh my god!
the Mercedes.
Right. I like
Oh.
steering under acceleration, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, clunk.
You won't have that issue. You'll be more. Oh, your livery's so cool, Kodiak. You've got the British flag.
I do. This is the livery I ran when I did the touring car league in P-Cars 1.
Oh my god! I'll be outside of King-Kodiak. No!
Oh, that's you!
Oh,
Whoa!
little tail happy. This is going to be a good race.
Yeah.
Tell already.
Oh, I've killed Mr. Pink.
Oh,
Oh, through goes Hamish. I think he has. I can't see you.
I'm sort of getting somewhere.
Oh, there he is. Good move. This is payback for struggling with the Radical in
Yeah.
the last episode.
Oh.
Ooh. That was very much elbows out, wasn't it?
Well, we wouldn't want to. Yeah. This turbo sounds like some sort of. It should be attached to a spaceship. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
kidding,
got that. Yeah, I know the one you mean. It's really, but it's a constant noise. It doesn't fluctuate with speed or revs or anything. It's a very weird noise.
How they get so much power out of a straight four, I do not know.
Well, they weigh about as much as a flannel. Oh,
Oh,
I've way overcooked that.
you don't seem to be. Yeah.
Ow! I just got punched in the face.
Brake, Kodiak, just before the beginning of that rumble strip.
Okay, I'll try that.
I think that's where I'm braking. I'll let you know, but that's where I usually brake.
Well, I'm at the break-even point now, so I am at 0 as far as the points changing are concerned.
Well, I can't believe we're on 90 AI.
We
We're
are.
actually doing quite well.
Oh, this thing's easy to
So
lock the
far.
brakes up on. Yes, I
Oh, really? This thing, Kodiak, is like bloody good.
a demon on the brakes.
The back end has a tendency under braking sometimes just before corner entry to snap. So you just need to be careful on that. That's because of the front wheel drive, I think.
Yeah.
And
The
weight
rear
going
goes
to the
like...
front.
Oh, and the braking. Yeah, sure. I was just thinking, hang on, surely the front would go light, but that's under power, isn't it?
No, the front does go very light into power. It feels like you start turning and it doesn't feel like there's any force feedback.
It feels blancmange.
It does. It feels very good.
It's been
I
a
use
while.
that terminology at.
Oh, that was close.
I tell you where the master brakes for terminal. About 100 meters, so yeah, just before the rumble strips.
Oh, I was a bit better on that one. I think I need a bit more braking in this car.
Oh yes, I suppose all the weight going onto the front wheels for me.
Whoa, that's trouble. Half spin at Mercedes Arena. Oh, clunk.
God, this class is so evenly matched.
It is.
It's so much fun. It's brilliant.
It was such a good choice for a league. That's why I was so gutted I couldn't take part in it. Even though
I think I.
some people did sign up and only take part in one race, so I could have done, but the thing is, I knew I wasn't going to be able to take part in 50% of the races. There's a difference if you have to drop out, but I just couldn't do it knowing I couldn't take part in 50% of the races.
I think me and you are quite similar in our mindset. If we don't have a good race attendance record, or we don't think we're going to have a good race attendance record, it very much detracts us from joining, which is why a lot of the time I can't do the GT3 races and things like that, because it's on like a Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock, which can be quite challenging sometimes for me.
Sure. Yeah, because of your work schedule.
Yeah, absolutely, and it can change from one day to the next. So which is a shame. But like these sort of touring car leagues, which tend not to have many races, I definitely think I'll give it a go.
Yeah, I'd love to see. I wonder what they're going to do. Obviously, we're not even halfway through the current season yet, so some way to find out before the next.
Yeah, sure. How many races is it in it, Kodiak? Do you know?
Well, there was 4 in the touring car league. Oh, what? How many in the GT3 season? 10.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I meant touring cars.
There was 4 in the touring car season.
Yeah, I think I took part in GT3 on Project Cars 2, where there's only 6 or 7 races.
That'll be the first season, yeah.
Yeah. Which I must admit, I really, really enjoyed. I showed some great pace down there. I almost got into Elite, but then that didn't happen.
Yes, I'm still bitter about that.
But which would have been cool to have you commentating on me again, but oh well.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on! Where are you now?
You massage the ego of someone else's. I'm in P9 good, yeah.
Nice. I'm in 14 at the moment.
So Kodiak, an interesting topic, which you obviously covered in your Q&A at Silverstone.
Yes.
Driver soft spots. Now the season is over. You say quite like Danny. I think we all do.
Danny and Tim were.
Go on.
Danny and Tim were. Well, the question was, who of the current drivers do I secretly favour? And
former?
Former. Oh, that's a tricky one. You
could. I don't know. Oh, what? I've been hit.
Yep, saw you facing the wrong way.
Is that you in front of me? Oh, it is.
Yep.
Oh my god!
I got that very wrong.
No, I actually tapped you, believe it or not.
You bad boy.
I always spam as well, so I don't feel bad. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I think your BMW friends are trying to kill me.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So, former, or not necessarily former, but I mean it can be current if you want. Like white comms or something.
I think it was a bit of a tricky one because I didn't kind of. I always tried not. We tried to remain impartial.
Sure.
I did but like I said, I'm a bit of an underdog supporter, even though I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan for real life racing. But as far as what I commentate on, I was kind of like the underdogs. I did kind of. I was quite glad Topar was right in the championships fight right up until the last race last season.
Yeah, that was good. That was a fantastic championship battle.
Oh yeah.
Right to the end. I mean, we genuinely had no idea.
No.
Who might win on the last. On the last round it became more apparent, but last 3 rounds.
Oh,
I was able to.
Did you watch the F1? Did you watch the draft, the pro draft?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't because why didn't I watch it?
It was Monday night. Were you working?
No, I wasn't working. So was I out? I might have been out. I was out Monday night. That's why I didn't.
Social life. Actually, so was I, to be fair.
Here we go. I did try and re-watch some of it on Facebook or whatever it was streamed on.
Yeah, I watched it back as well.
I didn't understand it.
Basically, because some drivers had already been drafted, some teams had already got their drafts already dealt with. Every team had one draft they could do. And if they already had driver signings done, or they could volunteer not to have a second or even third draft.
Right.
That was why some teams drew more than once.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So they sorted the running order out for the first pass through, and then it just reversed itself. But of course, some teams had skipped their second turn or even third turn, so that's why the running order was not was quite inconsistent for the second and third pass.
Right, yeah.
That bit was a little confusing, I grant you that. It took me a little while to figure that out. One thing that made me laugh was, of course, you mentioning the question about what drivers am I secretly cheering on. I said Tim and Danny, both of them got drafted. Tim actually got drafted first.
Yeah, well, Danny's with Merck, isn't he? What about Brendan Lee? Did he not get...
He's already signed.
Oh, he's already signed?
Yeah, he was actually signed by Mercedes quite some time ago. And so therefore, Formula Danny is partnered with Brendan Lee.
Yes.
How cool is that?
That is pretty awesome. I mean, my only answer to that question is which you still haven't technically answered, unless you're
Oh,
sticking
what
with Danny.
previous drivers
or current? Really?
well, current I already said. But I think I was kind of cheering for Topar, as he was right, and kind of Timp as well. But Timp, of course, I still cheered this season. Topar would have been my choice for that for last season.
I mean, for me, you probably know what I was going to say, but Marco's always been.
Good old Marco, yeah.
I think us two are as well. You know, obviously being teammates and stuff, you kind of build that kind of your relationship with your teammates. And
of course, yeah.
So, I was very, very happy when the only race where I can categorically say I remember the race winner is America with Marco, because that's the time where he actually beat
Tirano Tigger.
Incredible Tirano Tigger, who was...
he blitzed the field. Such a shame he's never returned.
It would be so interesting to see his speed now, because the quality of racing, I think, is the highest it has ever been.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
So, yes, I'd love to see people like Tirano Tigger, and also people like Noble or Harry return in the Xbox side. Would be pretty awesome to watch. That's how I started watching AOR, or ARL as it was in season
ARL back then, yeah.
5 or season 6. I started watching it because of the YouTube videos Fizzy put out with ex-Matty G and Noble and the Williams.
I got to meet. Of course, I got to meet a lot of the F1 esports guys.
Of course, yes.
I also met Mr. Gallagher. He actually recognised my voice. I was like, "Oh my god, he recognised who I am!"
No way! That's
he
awesome.
did. I sort of walked up to him because we found them completely by accident. Me and Fizzy just found them. They were doing the pit stop challenge thing that we'd already tried earlier in the day and failed miserably at. And I said, "Oh, Mr. Gallagher," and he said, it's that voice. I was like, "Oh my god, he knows who I am."
That's awesome. Actually, not that it's I haven't ever met Matt, but I actually did a full commentary with Matt.
Oh, cool!
On a Split 2 race on PC ages ago. So that's quite cool.
I've taken the stuff I do for the Hungarian League for VTP. Matt was the guy with Justin doing that. So essentially, I took it. I mean, Matt couldn't do it because of his. Oh dear, that was me nudging into you.
Oh, I know, but yeah, go on.
But of course, with WTF1, he didn't have time to do VGP.
Yes.
And Justin then put me forward for it. So.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I was quite pleased with that. Oh. And of course, two of the guys from VGP actually qualified, and were both drafted as well. Oops.
Oh, nice. Oh, awesome.
I got to meet one of them. There's one guy that has literally won every single race in that series. And I met the number 2 guy who's been chasing him all series long, Martin Stefanko. Oh, come on.
Hungarian Kodiak or
Czech Republic.
Are they all Czech?
I think there's a couple of Lithuanians in there, but vast majority, yeah. They actually do their races in a LAN centre. So there's not online races. So how that works is they record the race live. I mean, their production is brilliant. I love this car, by the way. I'm surprised you didn't go for the little Porsche again.
No, I forgot.
Well, we weren't. We were doing our normal thing and nattering.
Yeah, we were. That's the issue.
Yeah. But I've completely forgotten what I was saying.
You were saying the production. They do.
Oh yes, yeah, that's right. So they all 10 drivers congregate on this one place in Prague,
right?
And they do the race. I mean, it's not like every week. It's like 1 or 2 a month that they do. Please slow down. Please slow down. Please slow down. Oh, sorry.
I can see in the mirror. I was taking a brace of action. Or whatever it is.
You were bracing for impact. Oops.
You're going not
very
really.
wide.
You're not basically going everywhere.
Where I need to be, yeah. So yeah,
I'm not doing much better.
Yeah, so they then film the race, but like they do lots of other things. Like they film. Well, the footage we get is basically post-production, essentially. So they film like they've got cameras actually pointing at the drivers, so you can see their facial expressions and how much steering angle they're putting in. And they edit that in. They edit the actual race replay down into like a TV broadcast.
Okay, yeah.
The Czech Republic guys, I think, do their commentary live because there's a pair of Czech commentators, and there's me and Justin.
Right. Yes.
And we get, as I say, this post-production reel, and we just commentate over the top of it, much like a highlights reel.
Yeah, but it's exactly what AR used to do when Fizzy used to upload videos. You would edit and produce it, and then you commentate on a week later, or whatever it might be.
Yeah, exactly. So they do the race on the Saturday, they cut the video together on the Sunday, we get it on the Sunday night usually, or it's made available for us on the Sunday night, and me and Justin usually get together on the Monday after I finish work. Of course, he's 6 or 7 hours behind, I forget, so it's like the middle of the day for him. But his job is quite flexible, so he can just kind of stop what he's doing and commentate for an hour. Because
he works from home, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He's manager. He's some kind of social media manager for IGP manager, I think it is, something like that.
Yeah. I know sometimes when I've messaged him if he wants to have a bash on something, he can often be like, yeah, that's okay, I can have 10 minutes.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, so we record our audios. We send the audio to the guy, our contact over at VTP. They then edit that into the same footage, and they then upload the English commentary version.
Oh, nice. I must admit, when Fizzy used to edit videos, I used to do it for Split 1 as well. Oh my god. Although it's just a kind of big one. It takes days and days, honestly. It was... The quality is really very high indeed.
Yeah.
But it took... I'm not joking, Kodiak. It will take me about 25 hours, and I'm sure it's the same for Fizzy, maybe longer for him. 25, 30 hours a week. Obviously, when you're racing every week, that's a huge commitment.
Oh, yeah.
So I remember I started it, I got really hyped for it and everything, and I did the first 3 rounds in a row. I was flipping them out. This is quite...
You realise how much work's in it, yeah.
Yeah, so I ended up doing like one every other race because it would take about 2 weeks to be able to, edit it and, but yeah. They were great fun to edit, and it's pretty awesome racing.
That's
on Sony Vegas, which is what I used to use.
Yeah.
There's a really cool thing. So obviously you have like 9 drivers' footage. You put them all side by side. You get it on the big screen, and whenever something interesting happens, there's a mode where you can just click on the driver,
nice,
on like their little box, and can just automatically edit that in.
Nice.
As you do it, so that made it a huge amount easier rather than having to manually place it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Something else I found out from talking to, this guy Martin, who's, he's constantly the bridesmaid but never the bride. I mean, these guys are phenomenal drivers, all of them. But he's just the guy that's won every race has just been. I mean, it's not even close. The race they did at Brands Hatch was pretty close, and they were using the GT3 Mercedes.
Yes.
That was very close. Martin was constantly chasing it, but you know what Brands is like. It's a pig to overtake on.
Yeah.
And Smiddle is, the guy that's winning it, is just on another level.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too deep in the first turn.
But you do get these. I mean, Brendan Lee this season.
Prime example. Yeah.
you sometimes you get the championships like what we were fortunate enough to commentate on, where you have Danny, Tim, and Topa all going for the same prize to the last round. Other times you just have these drivers that they are, and it's not their fault that they're ultra quick, you know.
But they are just godlike.
Yeah, I mean, Brendan Lee, for example, I'm not joking, he will do some of the drivers in our split, in PC Split 1, or F1 now, what it is, but they will put, 20 hours of practice in a week. Brendan Lee, I kid you not, he will do about 2 or 3
He'll
hours
just turn
of
up
practice on the day. And he's lightning fast. Yeah. Which just, I mean, for me to be quick, I need to do a huge amount of practice to be potentially competitive. But yeah.
But something else I found out as well from talking to Martin is the fact that when he specifically, I can't remember if he said the other drivers do this, but he doesn't watch the Czech Republic commentary. He actually watches the English one back, which is quite nice.
How, any particular reason? Or?
I don't know. I didn't ask him why he does it that way. You'd have thought he'd have watched the one in his own native language, but apparently no, he watches the English one, which I'm quite happy about.
I think it's because usually, without trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Without trying to designate certain sections, let's say, the English, whatever it is, the English version will always get more coverage than the other.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, English is obviously a worldwide language, isn't it? So
yeah, it's a bit like F1, Yeah, you can watch it, the Sky F1 in Italian or Spanish or whatever it is. But actually, it's nice to watch it just in English. Maybe it's because I am English, which is what I'm saying. But
but
even
it could be.
But I know even other people who I know who speak fluent Spanish or who are Spanish, they will always watch the English one over the Spanish coverage.
Oh, come back. How are you doing? What position are you in?
I'm P19. I'm not going slower and I'm not really going faster than anyone else, I wouldn't say. What about you?
5th. Oh. But really, really fighting for it. This thing is blinding in the straights. It's really, you've got to be very delicate with it in the corners, but it's so fast.
Turns in. Well, I've got a nice exit there actually. I'm going to try and set a quick lap now and concentrate, so I won't be talking.
Yeah, same. Come back. Oh.
Oh, crap. 30-second penalty, I should have given that
well done.
back. Oh well.
Steward.
Oh no! I'll just put in the bloody penalty.
Oh, you donkey. To use your own phrase.
I just, no, put it in the gravel. Oh no, something's about to go quite deep up my exhaust pipe as well. That's not the message you want to hear, is it?
I was challenging for 4th, but I got too greedy and did a part spin.
Yeah, my laps are mediocre. Well, I think they're mediocre.
Oh man, that was hard, but really good.
35.
35
Mine was a... Oh god, I have that go all up.
38-1 for you.
That was quite difficult, actually.
That was
fun car.
good.
I love the touring cars. They were great.
Oh, that was good. And that is it for this episode. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, comment, and all the good stuff, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.